spent the night in the bed and no breakfast. I had a plan today to fly the new drone I purchased, but you need internet connection in order to set it up and activate it and then download the updates. So we're not going to be doing that today. For the leak on the accumulator valve, well, the saga continues. It's not leaking from that back union. There's some kind of bleed hole in the block that's got a brass screen on it, and the fluid's coming out of that bleed hole, so I'm assuming that means it's got an internal leak. So I went and I purchased a bunch of caps and fittings so I can plug all those lines, and I gotta go read the maintenance manual and figure out how to turn the anti-siphon valves off on the hydraulic tank, because I don't want to be dumping all that fluid on the floor. But I did grease all the fittings. I used 6 tubes of grease, and I still need one more tube. I got 2 U-joints to go, so that's a bonus. It fires up nicely. I put some battery chargers on the top, solar battery chargers. This way, when the thing is just laying around, it'll charge the batteries all the time. I've been using these for 20 years on my Jeep. I parked my Jeep for 3 months, don't come back, and thing fires right up. Keeps the battery from draining down and wearing out. And I get about 8 years on the AMG red top batteries doing that. So something I'm going to continue to do. Save me a few bucks here and there. Anyway, the sun is up. It's probably about 40 degrees. Nice and peaceful. It's good breeze. So enjoy the view. Well, now that I got that accomplished, the sun is up. I need to get some breakfast, because I'm actually starting to lose some weight doing all this work, which is pretty good. See if I can get the B-Ripple going here with all my extracurricular activities. Guess the plan is then, now after I get breakfast, is to drive into the property and put in the survey pins for all corners of the property. I picked up a Wong-Gong land meter with the GPS coordinates. I found a website where you can put the GPS coordinates in, manipulate the coordinates to get the correct distance between the 2 GPS coordinates. Last time I was up here, I found the USGS section survey pin, and so I should be able to put my land meter on there with the GPS, get the exact pinpoint GPS to that for the corner of the section in the township, and range, and then walk the distance that I need to walk with the measuring device in the Wong-Gong land meter, and I should be able to find the 4 corners of my property. I did map it out online. I did it a handful of times online, and I have the exact GPS coordinates now of all 4 corners of the property. So I figured that'll probably save me about 10 grand in having the property surveyed, which is really not too much of an issue for me out here because I really have no neighbors. But if I was to put in a fence on the 40 acres, then I'd probably have to have it professionally done. But I'm not putting in a fence. I just wanted to find the four corners of the property so I can estimate the center of where I'm going to put my dwelling. So it's my plan for the day. Hopefully I can accomplish that without any hassle. I recharged the 4 batteries on the GoPro here, so hopefully I'll be able to get enough time on the GoPro in order to complete the mission and video it. Alright, let's go get some breakfast. Alright, so I arrived at the end of the road, and my property is somewhere in that direction. Enjoy the view. There were a couple of wild horses over here a few minutes ago. Let me see if they're still there. There they are. Remnants of the old mining days. The horses that got loose, along with the donkeys. And now they're roaming free. They were having a squabble before, yelling and jumping, but I missed it. Let me see if I whistle, maybe I'll get their attention. Yeah. So that's the closest thing I got to neighbors. Wild horses and the donkeys. Not a bad view, right? There's a third one now. Look at that. I didn't see that one. There you go. There's 3 of them. Well, I'll let them get to their grazing, and I'll get to my surveying. All right. So I got my 4 stakes. Picked those up at the local home improvement store. I got my mallet, and I got my land meter from Wongong. And oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot my map. Damn it. Well, that was a nice walk. So we found it. So this is what the survey marker means. This Department of Interior, Bureau of Land Management survey pin is depicting the corner of 4 sections in the township and the range. So when you look at a plat map, this would be section 20 of the township and the range. This would be section 29, this would be section 28, and this would be section 21. So from here, this GPS point, I have to go 1,320 feet, and that will bring me to the southwest corner of my property. And then from there, since it's 40 acres is 1,320 feet squared. I just have to follow the box to the other GPS coordinates, post a pin, then head north, post a pin, then head west again and post a pin, and then right back down to the southwest corner of my property, and that would give me a box of the 40 acres. So let me get my land Gong meter out, turn it on.
Welcome to use Wangon land meter. Poor signal. Please continue to wait for signal search.
So now we wait for the satellite to pick it up. And once the satellite picks it up, then it'll give me a, there we go, there's the GPS coordinates, and the ASL
signal. Please press start to measure.
Is the altitude that we're at. So let me see if that GPS coordinates matches the coordinates on my map. As you can see, it's fluctuating. So I don't know if that's because the meter is that sensitive, and if the satellite orbit is not exactly round, right, and it's wobbling. But I'm sure that's pretty close, definitely close enough for what I'm gonna do here. All right, let me get out my map and see if those coordinates match. So the coordinates on my map are pretty damn close. I mean, I'm at 57,958 on the map, and it's reading 57,595. Oh, no, it just went to 625, 630, right? And then so I'm at, let's see, 713 on the latitude on my map, and it's at 10,423. I mean, that's pretty damn close, I think. And then the longitude is at 57737, and I'm at 57958. So it's bouncing around, but I think that's pretty close. I'm going to let it stabilize a little more, and then we'll start to move to the east. Alright, so I've been here quite a while now, and this thing keeps creeping and moving around, and I'm thinking that's probably exact as it's going to get. So we're going to start the measurement, and we're going to walk to 1,320 feet and check the GPS signal there, match it to my map, and then place the pin.
Please keep still. Area measuring. Walk to the top of the mountain. Press enter to save point.
Alright, I'm going to put the GoPro back in my head fixture and start to walk. So here's a lesson. I changed the setting to mountain, thinking that this is hilly and it would track a straight line, not pick up my left and right wobbling as I walked, because I had it set up for just measuring regular flat land, and it was like too sensitive and it would show the line wobbling, so I assumed that it was picking up, you know, extra distance by wobbling back and forth or zigzagging. And of course I didn't check the setting to see how it worked, and now we just walked. I don't know how far I walked now, and I'm sweating and I'm breathing heavy because I'm probably at like 4,000 feet elevation at the moment. And now I don't know, I got to go back and measure it again, or I'm just gonna look at my map and get the GPS coordinates and walk to the GPS coordinates, and then at another time, if I so desire, I guess I can reset it and measure it on the flat land measurement setting. So I'm going to change it now to the flat land measurement setting, and we'll see how far I walk to the GPS coordinates. All right. All right, I think we've reached the vicinity of where the first stake should go for the southwest corner of my property. I'm going to let the GPS settle down. I'm going to pull my map out and see if I can get it as exact as possible. And I'm sure my perverse sense of thinking that I'm going to be able to pinpoint it exactly, and I'm not, and I'm going to stand here and fight it and keep fighting it until I get it exact, but then I'll get frustrated and then I'll just say to hell with it, that's close enough for government work. Anyway, the sweat is running off my brow and I'm breathing heavy, so here we go. So, according to the GPS, we're at 3953 degrees and 710 degrees. And according to my map online, we're supposed to be at 39.5 and 713. I'm thinking that's pretty dang close. So I'm going to drive the first stake. This in there. Oops. Going in, not going in. What's the story? Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's gonna go in crooked. Alright, let's see what that says. Alright, so what is that reading? Alright, we'll let it settle. I mean, damn. 51, 714, right? 713. Wow. 712. Thinking that's pretty good. That's pretty good, huh? Nice. Now let's drive it in a little bit more. Put some rocks around it. This way I don't trip on it in the middle of the night when I'm wandering around, right? All right. All right, so it's been fluctuating. bouncing back and forth. So I'm assuming that's got to be due to the elliptical orbit of the satellites, that, you know, as it's bouncing around in the orbit, it's changing the distance. I don't know if it's that sensitive. But what I'm going to do now is, I'm thirsty and I gotta get back to the truck and get some water. So I'm going to actually set the distance measuring now.
Please keep still. Area measuring. Walk along the edge.
And now I'm going to walk back to the USGS BLM Department of Interior pin and see if it equals 1,320 feet. Alright, here we go. And I'm going to leave my other pins and hammer here because I don't want to carry that. And then I'll be able to relocate it with the GPS again, so it won't be like finding a needle in a haystack. Now I'm lined up with that third power pole in the distance, and that should take me straight to that pin. Here we go. Okay, so we're at pin number 2, and the GPS coordinates on the computer was 3940 and 10713, and I'm thinking that's extremely good enough for what I'm doing here. So I'm going to drive pin number 2 in. There you have it. Alright, here's pin 3. This thing is extremely finicky. It should be 3244 and 394. But I keep moving this back and forth to get as close as possible. And this seems to be the best I could get it. I don't know, if I pull it back another couple inches here, get rid of that rock. And now let's see what happens. Now it's pretty solid. It's not bouncing, right? Well, there we go. This dropping 4. Went up. 5. So if I move it up, oh, was it 6 inches? What do we get now? Now it dropped to 19. 21. 3. Yeah, I understand why this thing is so. It's extremely sensitive. And I'm starting to get frustrated. It's been a long day. Alright. Pin 4. According to the computer, GPS location is 30.95. 32.44. I think that's pretty close for my perverse sense. I could probably bring it back just a little bit and over a little more. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. I went back. I should have went forward just a little bit. Let's go forward. Okay, there we go. Now we go forward a little bit. So the latitude looks like it's pretty much on. Let's see that longitude. If the longitude will come down a little bit. But nope, it's going up. It shouldn't go up. I went in that direction. It should go down. Push it up a little further. Come on down. Come on. I'm just getting crazy on the, nope, went to 9. Son of a gun. Well, I got it at 4, 3, 9, 6. It went up. Damn it. Oh. That's how long it's been taking me to find this. The power went off automatically.
Welcome to use Wangan land meter. Poor signal. Please continue to wait for signal search. Optimal signal. Please press start to measure.
See, now it's 31, 46. Now it's really fluctuating. Oh, the pain in the ass. This thing is not as accurate, or is too accurate, or too sensitive, right? Alright, it's calming down. Alright, there we go. 9. A lot of bugs out here. A lot of bees. A lot of flies. So the flies are good for the horse shit, right? Right, now that thing didn't really move, and it's giving me a higher. Well, it's coming down slowly. Anyway, I'm going to drive the last pin in here and call it good. Oh. I never stay straight when you push them in. I don't know what that's about. Alright. Well, that's good enough for who it's for. I definitely got a better understanding of the property I bought. A little different than what I thought. Actually, a lot bigger. So now I got to go replan. Anyway, all right. Well, have a good day, and we'll see you later.